So I was on my way and I stopped to show you reindeer. So this is the birthplace of River Kaveri. So it's a bad start for the day. I met with an accident. Oh, I have some subscribers on the bike. But there's one problem. This is what I'm talking about. Let Gau Mata go first. We are in Goa finally. So the day today is 13th and I came from Wayanad on I guess 15th or 16th or 17th, something like that. The video is actually a bit late. I'm sorry for that. I edited the video. I even put it for noise cancellation, but then something happened and I had to re-edit the entire video. And with Easter and all and everything, I was a bit busy. So I'm sorry for the delay of the video, but the videos will be right on time now. Enjoy the video. Yeah, so I thought I'll just cold start the bike. So it's the final day in Wayanad. I'll be heading home now. So till the bike cold start, I'll just show you all the stay that I was in. So this is the place that I was living. Yeah, so I came down from the Chamra peak, like from where I was staying. And this bag that I mounted is not proper. It is actually touching my back, which is, creating me a different riding position. So I'll just have tea over here. So this is the same place that I came last night for grape tea. So I'll just have something over here and I'll go. It is showing me 13 hours to reach Goa. I don't know which route Google is selecting. So yeah, it's going to be a long journey today, but a very amazing journey. So just one, let me get on my moto vlogging and then we'll start. Yeah, so I'm having tea and this is banana bhaji. So I also never had, so I'm trying for the first time. And there's my bike. Guys, I'm really getting late. I'm already late. From now 13 hours means I'll reach at 9, 10. I'll wait for lunch also. It means I'll reach at 11, 12 is sure for today. So I guess I'm wasting too much time taking all these breaks. But with an empty stomach, then the head starts paining wearing the helmet. So I'll just have this light thing only and then I'll start moving. Yeah, so I was on my way and I stopped to show you a reindeer. If it was a normal day, I wouldn't stop. But reindeers are very rare to see, at least for me. So it looks like, he or she is with his kids. Look how they're looking at me. They must be like, who is this guy recording us? Yeah, so that is the Kerala border and I mounted my camera on the helmet. The glass is pretty dirty. The bike is also really dirty. Like there was so much of a fog that I couldn't even see in front. So I had to open the helmet visor and clean it. Yeah, so with that we have 11 hours to reach Goa. Like I covered I think 150 kilometers in 2 hours. Yeah, so now I have to pass through Kurg. So I might stop in Kurg because I'm wearing the winter liner. So if it gets hot by then, I'll stop in Kurg and change. So the road that I'll be going home is to a different way. Like I'm not going through the way that I came. So this is also going to be a new road for me. Oh, I can smell Mogra here. Yeah, so I just reached Kodagu now, and it's saying Kurg is 1 hour from here, and there are 10 hours, 10 hours 41 minutes for me to reach home. So I'm really enjoying riding on these roads. There's not much traffic. Also, heavy vehicles are not allowed on this road. If they want to go, they have to go through Cochin. So these roads are really good. Like this is a bit off-road path, but otherwise the roads are very good. So these are all coffee plantations on both my sides. Yeah, so I think this is all Mogra plantation, full from here. No, that side it's coffee, but this side it's all Mogra. Like if you can see, this is full all those white flowers. Yeah, so Kurg is half an hour from here, and my bike is in reserve. So I have 60 kilometers. I need a petrol pump in 60 kilometers. I hope I get. Yeah, so I think I'll have to ask someone for petrol, because I'm sure with this petrol I will not reach to the petrol pump. It is saying that I have 15 kilometers, and the next petrol pump is showing that it is 23 kilometers from here. Also, here's the petrol pump. I don't understand. Here it is 101. There it was 102. Also, my Google started rerouting, and it is taking me to some other long route, I think. 2 hours 32 minutes. This is 2 hours. Oh, I'll take this road. This is saying 9 hours. 9 hours 29 minutes. Bhaiya, bus. Yeah. I'll just stop here. I'll take a break. So I don't need to stop for breakfast. I had something light over there only. Yeah, so I'll just do the payment and I'll get back. Yeah, so I'll move now. I thought of taking a break, but it's hardly that I even rode for 4 or 5 hours. So I'll just carry on. Okay. So I think now this is the same way route that I came through. So that route that I was following earlier is 2 hours 8 minutes slow. Actually, the temperature in Coorg is quite cold as compared to Wayanad. Coorg is also, a really good place to come and chill. Okay, so this is the road that connects Wayanad, and from here I'm now living to Mangalore. Yeah, so this is the birthplace of river Kaveri. So it is, the name of the village is Tala Kaveri. Tala Kaveri, yeah. So I came here by mistake. So this is the way that I should be going to. Yeah, so I stopped here to put my phone for charging. It was showing me that there was only 20% left. So I'll just turn off the GPS. Actually, I don't need it now because it's 76 kilometers straight. I'm feeling a bit sleepy. So I'm thinking we get toddy here, fresh toddy. So I'm thinking that I'll go and drink some, like just half a glass, and I'll have an energy drink. So last night I went to sleep late by the time I edited the video and all. Yeah, so I went to that toddy shop, but there was no toddy. So I was thinking, I should, if I should have some tender coconut or something like that only. I have an energy drink in my bag, but it must have been hot now. I need to take a stop because my head is hurting a bit. So it's. Oh, I see red tender coconuts here. Maybe I should have just stopped. I need to have something also. So I think yeah, there's a cafe coffee day also over here in front. So I'll have I'll take a stop there only for half an hour. I'll just relax a bit. It was here somewhere. Yeah, it's here. Oh, looks like they open. Oh. So I'll just go in. I'll take off the helmet first. I've managed to maintain really good speed on these highways. Yeah, so I went in, but they don't have anything. They just have coffee and some other drinks and sandwiches, which I normally don't eat. I'm really hungry, so what I'll do is just yeah. So I'll just get the energy drink. I'll have the energy drink first, and then I'll stop to eat something. Also, I did not want to eat because it looks like no one is coming here, so then I'm just worried about the food quality, and also like if it is fresh. So I'll have. Yeah, so I got this from back home, but I did not have it anywhere because like there were a lot of shops and stops also. I'll just have this. I'll take a 10-minute break and then I'll start again. So actually, yesterday I went 900 Kandi, right? So what happened is like it was a jeep ride, so it was like bouncing. So I happened to hit my head on that rod, top rod. So the helmet is hurting me over here. So that's why I wanted to take off the helmet and relax for some time. So I think I have around 8 hours to reach back. In 3 hours I'll be in Mangalore. So I should be home before 12. That is at night. Yeah. So I'll just have this. I'll take a break and I'll meet you all back on the road. Yeah, so I'm leaving from here. So I did not have anything here because like they did not have a variety of things, and they had sandwiches and stuff, so I did not want it. So I'll stop in front because I'm really hungry. So I just drank an energy drink. If I find something good, I'll take a stop. I'm feeling a bit good now. I think I have 8 hours more to drive. So this stretch I covered 5 hours in 5 hours. So once I reach Mangalore, it is not a problem for me, because from Mangalore they are like just straight roads all the way. Yeah, so I reached, so I crossed Puttur and I am almost about to reach Mangalore now. It is 22 kilometers from here. So it's basically the same route, and this part of the road is very difficult, because after every 100 200 meters it's like dug up. There's one very famous restaurant in Mangalore, but I think we'll have to enter the city for that. If it's on the main road which I'm going through, I'll go over there only, or I'll adjust with something on the outskirts. Yeah, so this part has a bit of off-roading. So till Mangalore the road is like that only. Once I reach Mangalore, from Mangalore to Goa is like first class road. Oh, I have some subscribers for the bike. It feels so good. Personally, it feels so good when someone waves back. Oh, look at this cute baby, how she's staring at my bike. It's been quite a long time. I'm behind them only. Look, she cannot get her eyes off. She's looking at me now, but she's not ready to wave back. She's like, I look at your bike, but I won't wave. There's full slush on the road, so I'll have to be a bit careful. So while coming, I was stuck in the traffic over there. He was almost about to fall. Yeah, so I reached Mangalore and there are rats running in my stomach now. I'm super hungry, dude. I'll just look for a place somewhere here only in it, because I don't have the energy to search for the place, that too in Mangalore city. Still I'm on the outskirts of Mangalore only, so if I get something over here, I'll have. Family restaurant behind bus stand, Madhya Pradesh. Dude, I'm looking for something to eat. I'm really hungry and they have boards here which are telling me about restaurants in Madhya Pradesh. So I think now I'll have to go to Madhya Pradesh just for this. Yeah, so I'm in Mangalore city now and there's a lot of traffic. Like if you can see, as long as this is there is traffic. The heat is also a lot over here and I am really hungry now. I had 50-50 biscuit, but I don't know where I kept it also. You know, it's like standstill traffic. I'm not even moving. And especially with this broad bike, no, with the panniers, it's a bit difficult to manage in traffic. Look at how good the Indian flag looks. Yeah, so I reached this place. I think this is Madhuvans village. Yeah, so this is that famous place of Mangalore which I was talking about. Yeah, so I'll just go. I'll quickly have my lunch and I'll leave, because it is showing only 6-7 hours from here. So I'll manage. I think I'll reach before 8:30 or something like that. Yeah, so I ordered a seafood platter. So what we have is, this is kingfish, this is gulab jamun, these are squids, this is I guess prawns, this is mackerel curry, this is tendli, and this is silverfish. So I guess he told me some name which I forgot. So I have another 7 hours, so I'll just chill and relax here for maybe 1 hour and then I'll go. And I guess this is kokum water or kokum milk water, something like that. And this is fresh lime soda. So I'll just have this and I'll meet you all guys back. Done with the food. The food was so good, like the spices, the way of cooking the seafood, everything was very good, very delicious. Like the same taste, same old taste, like same authentic taste. And I came 2 years back also, and even now it's very good. You know, now I feel very sleepy and I feel very heavy, but I have to ride for 7 more hours. So that's the only problem. Like the food, besides that, the food was really good. I enjoyed it. Yeah, but now I'll have to ride for 7 hours and I'm already feeling sleepy. I'll wait for some time and I'll then get back on the bike. Yeah, so I'm done with my lunch and I'm ready to move. It's showing me 7.5 hours, that is 7.5 hours to reach Goa. Okay, so I'm almost done. I might stay for tea somewhere, but besides that I'm really full. I actually had so much food that, you know, right now I think that I should take a room here somewhere and just sleep. It was too heavy for me. Like it's a platter for 2, but I finished it alone. So I crossed this thing, Mangalore, and now I'm in Udupi. So it's showing me 7 hours from here, which means I'll be reaching at 9, 10, yeah, somewhere around 10 I'll reach. So now it's it's pretty windy. So just a minute. Yeah. So now it's basically straight roads for me. Just 2-3 patches will be there wherein I'll have to pass through cities, but besides that it's like straight road. But there are quite a lot of trucks today on the road. So the time right now is 3 o'clock. Yeah, right now we are in Mulki. There is some plan that's going on about Mulki. So in the coming days I'll let you know. Things are not yet finalized, the plan is not yet done. So the dates need to be confirmed. But next month, we are planning to come to Mulki. Now who is planning and what are the plans, I'll just wait for some time. I'll tell it to you all step by step. Yeah, so Karwar is 312 kilometers from here. I just checked on the board. So 312 and at a speed of 80, meaning it will take me around 4 hours to reach Karwar. Because after 5-6 I have to reduce my speed because a lot of people are coming home from work and all, and then the traffic on the road increases. So yeah, it will take me 4 to 5 hours. Yeah, so I just wanted to show that on these bridges there is I think there is Ashoka emblem. Yeah, so on almost every bridge from Mangalore to Udupi there is a Ashoka emblem on both the sides. It looks so good. It reminds of the historic this thing. Or maybe the even the bridges could be ancient, so because of that might be they were kept previously, so they haven't removed also. See, there are some even over here. I think this is some kind of a factory to make this thing bricks or something. Now look at how that chimney is made. So we are back at the Marvante beach. I feel like I should go somewhere over there and take a picture, but the heat is so much that I don't want to stop. Maybe I'll come some other time and take a good picture over here. Thanks for the love and support that you all have shown on my reel that I have put up over here. I like this part where there is the sea and the river on both the sides. There's a lot of wind. See, even if I leave the bike, it is just going inside. Look at this rickshaw, is plastic. I think some people are fishing over there. Yeah, so it's like 2 hours that I'm on the bike now. It's very windy today. Yeah, so as I was saying, I have done 2 hours on the bike now. So I started at 2. It's I started at 2:30. It is almost 2.5 hours now. So the last 4 hours of my journey. But there is a lot of wind blast that even I can hear it a lot. Yeah, so this is like a very less stretch, but the amount of time it is taking is vast, because every 10 kilometers there is a crossing for a village. So there is nothing like a flyover or a service lane wherein they can go to one point and cross. If I get some, I'll show you in front, because the back behind there were a lot like that. So every time I'm cruising at 100, so then I have to cut off my speed and come to 40. Again I have to come to 20. So it's happening like that. So that is why it's taking a lot of time. See, here is one. Luckily there are no people over here. Yeah, so my bike is in reserve now. It has done 18 kilometers. I still have a lot in it. So an engine oil petrol pump went behind, but I thought I'll fuel up somewhere in front, because I'm thinking of like riding till 5:30 or 6 and then taking a break. Because after that I'll just have to do around 2 hours or 3 hours max. Food that I had was so heavy that like I'm still feeling sleepy. Next time I'll try and avoid to have such overloaded food. Yeah, so with that we are now in Honavar. Oh, there's a church also in Honavar. Nice. In the cities I have to be really careful, because people just like turn left and right without any indication. Oh, did you see that bike? It is a Pulsar modified to a BMW 1000 SR. See, this is what I'm talking about. That Gau Mata go first. So this is why we should be like 100% attentive on the road. Yeah, so with that we have come to another toll gate. So we are at Holgade toll plaza. Oh, look at this bus. Looks so good. Like maybe somewhere in my future I plan on getting this, converting it to like an RV, and doing a road trip. Yeah, so I reached another city, that is, wait, let me just check. Yeah, it's not written in English anyway, but oh, I think here it is. So we are in Kumta. Okay, so this is Kumta, and I need to find a petrol pump. There is Bharat Petroleum. I need Indian oil. I think we are almost out on petrol. Another 9 kilometers. Oh, here we are. So I'll just fuel up and meet you all after that. Yeah, so I just put off 699. Park करता हूँ आगे. Yeah, so there's some restaurant over there which says South Indian, juice, chaats, ice cream, North Indian. So I think I should go over there only. But is it AC? I need something that's AC. I'll just check. Oh, the name of that restaurant is Pandurang. Pandurang restaurant. But is it AC? No. I just stopped for 5 minutes and my t-shirt and jacket is fully wet. Yeah, so right now I'm in Gokarna. So I just saw a board, that they started scuba diving in Gokarna also. Or might be they had previously also, I was not aware of. So even I had this thing that I'll do scuba diving. But just a minute. Yeah, but like I don't think they'll have those corals and and like different species of fish. So that's why I'm a bit hesitant to do it like here in India. So I'm thinking of doing it in Andaman and Nicobar. But I have two really important things. One is skydiving and one is scuba diving. Yeah, so the time right now is 6 o'clock. I just took a short break. My bike is over there. Look how beautiful she looks with the toll plaza. Amazing, right? Yeah, so I just drank a lassi and I'll have a chikki. I'm planning to skip evening tea because the weather is really hot. I'm already sweating inside, so I'll not waste much time also. Like 6:15 I'll move. It is already 6:03, so another 10 minutes and I'll go. Because Goa is hardly around 70 kilometers from here, and my house is I guess might be 120. So 120 kilometers in 2-3 hours. I'll just cover up. Yeah, so I'll just take a break and then I'll go. Yeah, so I thought I'll leave a bit early. It is just 6:10 now. I took a break of like 7 minutes. Guys, the performance of this bike is so good, I'm telling you. Like the pickup, the durability, everything you mention on this bike is just like perfect. I can gain so much confidence to this, like because I've done off-road, I've done on-road also, and I've done long journeys also. Like this is like the perfect bike for all the use cases. I'm not boasting because I have a Himalayan, but I rode a Thunderbird also. I rode a Pulsar 220 also, and yeah, both these bikes. But performance and everything wise, I like this bike very much. So if you all are planning to go for a bike and you all like traveling, like you all can go for some adventure tourer. Like in this segment there is I guess the Himalayan 450 also. Then there is the Triumph Speed. I think that's the model name. And from Honda also, Big Wing, there is one. You all can go for that because they are like all-purpose use. Like you can use them in the city also while you're traveling also. It's not a problem. It looks so good, you see. Like with the sunset, I'll just stop. It's just like the perfect sunset. So last year we came here for Ganpati Visarjan. I think we came here to see Ganpati Visarjan. Yeah, so the time right now is 6:30 and we are in Karwar. So this is the bypass road and that is a full Karwar city. There's a lot of people on the beach over here. Yeah, so we are on a final stretch to Goa. I think it's 20-30 kilometers from here now. So Benjim is saying 100 over here. So that means like my house will be around 40. Yeah, so I think something is going on in Panjim, or maybe because of the election. The police checking is very strict. So I've seen cops stay at least 6 to 7 places. They are stopping all the trucks, all the cars, but they are not stopping the bikes though. So I'm at the Karnataka-Goa border. I don't think there's any checking now because I can't see anyone also. Oh no, cops are standing, but they don't seem to be stopping anyone. No, I don't think they stop here because like Goans go to Karnataka like quite randomly. They go for shopping, to get fish. So that's why must be here, like the checking is not that strict. Yeah, but yes, we are in Goa finally. After 4 days, 1,500 plus kilometers, we are back in Goa. Yeah, so I had bath. I'll go have something and come. That something is roast omelette. So just a minute before I forget. So I'll just show you all something. You can see this black line that's here. That's 10. So like how it's come only over there is because I was wearing the jacket entire time, and on the other hand I have my watch, so I don't have anything on that hand. So that's why, only that part is tent of mine. So let's see how long it goes for the tent to go. Yeah, so I'll go to have roast omelette now, as I just said. With the flash, it's very difficult to vlog. Yeah, so I'm going back home now. I have a lot of work, that is to unpack first of all and then clean everything and put it back in place. So I think my riding boots are completely messy because of that slush and all. So I'll just clean that and put it in place and then go to sleep. So that tomorrow when I wake up I'm like fully fresh, fully like everything is kept in place. Yeah, so like I came back home and I removed all the stuff from the bike, and everything is cleared. Only thing is this riding jacket and the riding pant is left that I just have to dip in water and remove. So I'll do it tomorrow morning. The riding shoes and all I wiped. If needed, I'll wash them. And also all the things are kept in place. So overall for me it was a really good experience. Like for the first time I went solo and I enjoyed it. I look forward to do more solo trips. Yeah, so I am planning something next month. Let's see how it goes. But yeah, I'll go somewhere at least. Because like I feel the more I travel, the more I can learn about things. I can see different cultures, and I also meet a lot of different people. So yeah, I hope you all like this series. So that will be for today's video. Till then, see you in the next video. Bye.